Hello guys, so straight into it. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create a vertical slider in Elementor. So basically, any widget that has uh, the slide functionality, you can convert it to this. Okay, so it's very straightforward. It's actually really simple to do. You're just going to paste in some custom code, and that's basically it, and some pre-setup. So this is the code for it. This is how I built this here. So what we're going to do, we're going to remake this whole thing from scratch, so you get the idea. So definitely, first things first, we start out with um a container. Okay, so inside that container, I'm going to add in two containers so we can get that same look. In most cases, you don't really need to create a container. If you know Elementor, you don't need to create a container to do, like, you don't need to do all this. You don't need to get exact layout. You can just add in one container and then do everything inside of it. I'm just doing this because of this tutorial. So for the first part of the setup, you have to give the container that you want the slider inside a fixed height. So if you think about fixed height, the first thing that comes to your mind would be minimum height, but minimum height is not fixed height. This just tells you the minimum height that this widget can take. So whatever is inside can actually span more than that. Now the problem with Elementor slider, the slider widget itself is it can take as much height as possible. So that's why you have to set a fixed height for the container. So scroll down, go to custom CSS, just type in selector, oops, tab lock, selector, and then inside that selector, you type height, and then you give this a height that you're comfortable with. So 700 pixels, for example. So whatever, how tall you want this to be, that's how you set it here. Okay. So since we've done that once, I'm just going to duplicate this a second time and then get rid of this one. So they both have the same CSS style. Next step is adding the slide itself. So for this tutorial, I'm using image slide, but this would work with carousel as well. I've not tested it with slides, but it would work with image carousel and carousel itself. Okay, so drag this into here, and yeah, let's do some pre-setup. We add in the images that we want. Oops, add this first three, then add this last one in. So, and then we make this the correct resolution we want. Set the slides to show to one, so only one slide shows at a time. So yeah, once you have this, have it at this point, as you can see, this image is even spilling outside of our the height we set. But I'm going to show you how to fix all that soon. Next, you set your navigation to dots or arrows if you want. I'm just going to leave this as dots. What else? I think that's basically it here. I'm going to disable autoplay just for this our tutorial. What's it called? For our tutorial, yeah. So it doesn't end up um sliding when we don't want it to. Next, we have pagination. Make sure your pagination is inside, so you gets rid of that extra space. As you can see, it's invisible, so we need to make this visible. You can make all these changes as you see fit. Increase the size based on your design. I mean, then for active color, we'll make this white. So now we have this. This is how it normally looks. So if you notice now, this last image is only taking up this um, amount of width. It's not taking the full height. So that's why it's important for you to make sure all the images you're uploading, they have the same height that can accommodate the space. But even if you're not able to get all the images like that, I'm going to show you a way to force any image to take up the full height and crop itself. So uh, this is the second step, I guess. The third step is you need to add in a class here. So the class you need to add is called vertical dot dash swiper. So once you add in this class, that's basically it for the setup for the what's it called image carousel. Now we just need to add in our code, and that's all. So if you check the description part of this video, you're going to see that there are different codes here. That you need to add. The first one is this vertical slider main CSS. Just copy this, copy it all, you come to okay, here, and then on the image carousel widget itself, you just paste in the CSS. Okay, paste it in. It's not really going to do anything here. uh, well, when you preview it or on the live site, you're going to see the changes. Next thing you need to do is you need to add in this custom JavaScript. So there are different ways to go about adding codes in Elementor, but this one I'm showing you is if you only want this slider on this page, on this specific page, you can do it my way. But if you want it in a global sense, like you want it in a global sense, you want to use the slider on other pages as well, and you don't want to keep on copying code, just come over to Elementor on the back end, come to custom code, and under custom code, you can add these different codes. So let's say, for example, now you wanted to add this first one, you copy it. I'm just showing you quickly. You copy it, come here to the spots, type in style, and then you paste in the code, and then you go to instances and then add condition to it. It covers the entire site. But I don't want to complicate things too much. If you're an expert, you already know how this works. To make this tutorial as simple as possible, just come to your page below this whole slide. I just add in HTML widgets. And inside this HTML widget, you can add in your JavaScript. Okay, so just copy the scripts. That's the next step. Copy this JavaScript. This is the right one. Paste it in here, and yeah, that's basically it, I guess. So let's go ahead and preview this and see if it works on the front end. So now we have this. If you click here, it's sliding vertically. Okay, so this works perfectly. Now for that next part that I was explaining, if you want this image to take up the full space every single time, if you come to our what's it called, Gumroad code base, scroll down, you see one part for force images or content to expand to full width. So just copy this. If you copy this and you go back to your code here, sorry, not your JavaScript where you added the CSS. Scroll down to the bottom, you paste in that code. Now you see it takes up the full width and height. So that's one way of solving this. And if you scroll down here, you're going to see we have something called object position, and it's currently set to center. You can set this to top. If you set it to top, what happens is it's going to prioritize showing the top part first, then every other part is going to be cropped. If you change this to bottom, to go to the bottom first, and yeah, you get the idea. So you can actually even customize this based on how you want it to be to an extent. But like I said, in most cases, you're already going to make sure that this is the same height. All the images are the same height. So now, how do you get this? Let's say you don't want this to be on the side. You want this to be at the default part where it was before, but you still want this scroll-like behavior. Well, how you would go about doing that is you come here again, you see it here. Return dots to the bottom, but keep the vertical scroll effect. Copy it all, and you paste it in. Where is it? You paste it below here. That's below this code we just did. Once you paste it, again, it's not going to show up here. Or if you go to the preview, it should show up here. So now, in most cases, you might not even really need to even add this because vertical scrolling is just vertical scrolling, I guess. But you can add your arrow if you want. It works with arrow, it works with dots, it works with anything. So now, what if you wanted to add a new image carousel? What you would just do is make sure you do those same setup. You make sure you have a container with a fixed height. Come here, you search for the carousel itself, like image carousel, paste it in. Um, you do all those same steps. Okay, I just want to show you that you don't need to stress when you're adding a new one. You just do those same three setup where you want this to be. You can change the height of this container to be let's change this. So let's just switch it up a little. We change this to be 400 pixels, or let's say 900 pixels, so it's more longer. I just want to show you that you can make different ones using the same code. So here, change this to show only one at a time. Image stretch, go to additional, turn off autoplay for now because we don't need that. Come here, make sure the arrow is inside, make sure the pagination is inside. All right, then last thing you just do is you see this class that you added here, you just add it. You don't need to add that CSS again. Just add it here, and that's all. It works. Publish, reject the front end view, and just give me a minute. Let me publish this. I think I didn't publish. Okay, I published it. And yeah, it actually works the same. Just why is this showing? I'm going to click on preview again. All right, so you see it works the same height. This one has a bigger height, but it works the same. Okay, so that's basically how this works. It's also mobile responsive. So if we go to the mobile view, it should work on mobile as well. Okay, it should work on mobile. So yeah, that's basically it. You can make some mobile optimizations if you want using media queries. So with the media query, you can change the height to be less. If you know what a media query is, good. If you don't know, you can ask ChatGPT to help you write code for that. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. If you guys have any questions relating to sliders or anything in Elementor, let me know via the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.